Hello everyone.
Hello, Mrs. White.
Thank you. All I can say is wow, this has been an absolutely amazing day, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Having everyone here together, honestly, our family means so much to us. We both have that in common, that our values are very similar, and that's why we get on so well. Our nannies, our nannies mean so much to us, and Nanny, you're like my best friend as well as my nanny. We have so much to talk. I have to get through this without tears. I've had enough tears today. I'm trying to keep a straight face here. But Nanny, honestly, you and I come down and see you because I enjoy spending time with you. You're just amazing. I love you so much. Lily, you're just a fantastic nanny to Jonny, and he's had so many wonderful times with you over the years, and you were there for him when he was a wee boy. So thank you so much. You mean so much to him as well. So I just want to have a toast to our nannies, please.
Yep.
To the nannies. So I just want, I'm not going to say too many words. I know everybody's hungry because I'm starving. But the venue today, I mean, it's just, we fell in love with it as soon as we decided to get married. It really didn't take long to find the venue. We had an idea of this being a venue. We came and had a look at just the charm, the culture and the history. Believe it or not, it's been here for 401 years as it stands now. Obviously it's been added to over the years, but if you just imagine what life was like 400 years ago, you know, just think back to what it must have been like and how much has happened in this venue. So we're just very lucky to actually be here and actually be in the new suite and be the first wedding. I just want to talk about serendipity. Does anybody know what serendipity means?
Yes.
Has anyone seen the film Serendipity? Yeah. My very talented stepdad's song features it. But serendipity means a fortunate hapstance or a pleasant surprise. So that's what happened on the evening of the 20th of April 2012 when I was out on an evening with my friend, and I had maybe a few too many drinks, and outside the Merchant Hotel, Jonathan White rescued me. I'll not go into any more details, but he rescued me. So two strangers in a busy street, and Jonny rescued me, and we swapped phone numbers, and Bap, 2 AM, came out and collected me on that evening because I couldn't get a taxi. Bap, thank you very much. and of course Bap had the first sneak preview of Jonny because Jonny was a gentleman, gave me his coat, walked me around to where Bap collected me, and we swapped phone numbers and had a sneaky kiss. But 4 months later we went on our first date, so it didn't happen straight away. So first date 4 months later, and 18 months forward after that, Jonny was down on beautiful downhill beach up at Benone, and one of our favourite spots, proposing. And I just want to thank Jonny for, as mum and dad and Ellen, I mean, they summed it up, you know. I feel like my whole, you know, everything throughout my life has just all come to a head, as in I'm so happy, and I feel like all my luck has changed in my life, and Jonny, you've made me the happiest person I could ever have imagined. And you know, you are such a kind, caring, genuine and modest and handsome person. And he's also very clever, thanks Kay. He ticks all the boxes, and Nanny gave me the seal of approval. She was the first one to kind of hear all about him when I was down staying with her after she had her knee operation. So it was good timing because Nanny gave you the tick and seal of approval. So thanks, Nanny. So just moving on, I just want to thank the Whites. Ellen and John have welcomed me into the family, and the extended family have just been amazing, and I feel it's like a huge icing on the cake having such a wonderful in-laws. And the first time I met the Whites, obviously Jonny had maybe been dating for a few weeks, I can't remember how long, but Jonny had said, well look, my mum and dad want you up for Sunday dinner to meet you, so I was a bit nervous, as Ellen said earlier. And arrived up, a wee bit nervous, and as soon as the door opened, and I thought, wow, this is a wonderful home, then the Whites welcomed me into their home, and I just thought, wow, this is fantastic, and Jonny could hardly get a word in, that it would just... ever since then, it's just been a pleasure. The next time I was like, can we stay over to Mum and Dad's? I don't want one of us to have to drive. I want to have a good time. So I had a sleepover, and of course I can hardly remember getting to bed that night.
Bad influence.
So moving on to obviously my folks. First of all, Dad and Kay. Dad, oh goodness, both of you have just been there for me over the years, and you've done a lot for me over the years, and I'll not forget that. And Dad, you've been there for me when it comes to practical sort of career advice, and any time I have any kind of practical advice that I need, first thing I do, lift the phone to my dad. And I've made quite a few key decisions in my life which have gotten me to where I am now, which I wouldn't have actually made if it hadn't not been for your advice. I think I was maybe going down the wrong path a few times, and you were so sensible and practical, and gave me the advice that I needed. So thank you, Dad. You've been fantastic, and I love you more than I could ever imagine. So you're just brilliant. Thank you. So moving on to Mum and Bap, Marty, aka Bap. So it's a bit of confusion. Mum, oh Flip, you've just been absolutely amazing over the years. Whenever I've had matters of the heart, I've turned to you, Dad, practical and career advice, and Mum, when it comes to matters of the heart, you've been brilliant. You've done what probably is the most difficult thing for a parent to do when they have a child, is let their children make their own decisions. So if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be where I am now. You've been brilliant. You've been there when I've needed an ear to listen, and you've been there when I've asked you for advice. You haven't given me unwanted advice. You've always been there and done exactly what I needed at the time. So thank you. I've learned so much, and I feel like I've gained so much wisdom over the last number of years through my experiences, and I've got me to where I am now. So thank you, Mum. Just want to mention my stepdad, Bap. Bap has been brilliant, especially when it comes to 2 AM lifts. And it's quite obvious that since back in Mum's life, he's had a huge positive influence on our family, and he has, it's quite obvious he'd do anything for Kenneth and I, and he's done a tremendous amount for my wee brother, and that means more than anything, and it's priceless. So thank you, Bap. I can't believe I got through this without tears. Anyway, so just moving on, I think I've covered everything. Just finally, I just want to thank everyone who's here today. You've all been fantastic and generous, and I've had the most amazing day ever, and I want to thank the Crawfords for in as well, and Sean, you've all been fantastic. Have I forgotten anything? No?
Just Jonny.
My wee sister, oh my goodness, how could I forget? My wee sister, who is absolutely gorgeous, has been brilliant, she's been fantastic, and today, oh my goodness, from 8 AM until lunchtime, when we actually walked down the aisle 10 minutes late, Katie has been fantastic. She did everything for me. She even got me a bride-to-be nightie and dressing gown and slippers, and she's been very, very thoughtful, and her perfection with my makeup, and she was fantastic. So thank you very much, Katie. Great sister. I think that's everyone. Anyway, so just want to thank everyone for coming, and I just can't wait for the party later, and I hope you all have your dancing shoes in your handbags, and we'll have a brilliant night, and so thank you.